Hello and welcome to our weekly podcast. I'm Talha and I'm here with my special guest Justin. Today we will be talking about eSports. But what are eSports exactly?
It's a good thing you asked, Talha. I have a lot of information that I have for this podcast. Esports, also known as electronic gaming or competitive gaming, is the evolution of gaming that transforms everybody's love of video games into a spectator sport. Right now, esports is all about competition. In the last few years, esports has emerged as one of the fastest growing segments of the digital games market. Worldwide viewership has exploded from 8.4 million in 2010 to a projected 50 million in 2014. Tournament prize money has also increased 2,200% since 1999. Back then, people were making $100, $150 for winning a tournament. Right now, teams are winning about $1 million and more from winning a tournament alone.
From fierce rivalries between players to dazzling displays of skills on screen, there's an incredible amount of depth and drama for spectators.
So a lot of people choose not to recognize esports as real sports simply because they do not involve any movement or physical prowess compared to football or hockey or basketball or any other traditional sport out there. But things right now are rapidly changing. Recently, the US government finally acknowledged esports as a real sport.
This is groundbreaking for esports. Now we can start looking at international players that can apply for sport visas and play for North American teams. It's a much easier process because they're actually recognized by the government as athletes. This is a huge deal.
So back in September, one of the most popular games in esports held the World Championships in Los Angeles. Now you guys might think, oh, this is some sort of like congregation of a bunch of fat nerds eating pizza and popsicle sticks in their parents' basement. But no, this is different. The League of Legends World Championships had 14 teams participating in a prize pool of over 2 million at 50,000 United States dollars.
The first place winner got $1 million, and over 30 million viewers were watching the finals live.
Hear that? $1 million. How's that for a bunch of pasty-faced kids in a parent's basement? That's a lot of money, you guys. So League of Legends that year hit a new milestone, now regularly exceeding 5 million peak concurrent players globally. That is a few more players than we reported back in October. The finals for the tournament were held at the Staples Center. That's right, the Staples Center. The same stadium that houses the LA Lakers and the LA Kings was also the home for the League of Legends 2013 World Championships.
A lot of people think that just because esports are only about playing video games, it doesn't require dedication or skill. Well, they're wrong. It takes the same dedication, mental drive, and skill.
The fans for esports are even crazier as well. You might think basketball fans are crazy. Well, look at the fans of esports. As we know, the Staples Center seats around 15,000 people. The League of Legends Championship finals sold out in an hour. That's right, they sold over 15,000 tickets in under an hour. That's just the finals. Imagine 15,000 people selling out in over an hour. When has basketball done the same thing? Never.
That's incredible, but it seems like we're only talking about League of Legends. There are many other games that contribute to esports community. Another game popular in the world of esports is Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike is one of the first games to be a part of the esports commerce. Along with StarCraft, it's one of the most highest paying games with players making well over 500 United States dollars a year in tournament winnings alone. This does not include sponsorships or even the commission that they make for playing with these organizations.
Well, my prediction for esports in the future is that it will keep growing to a point where it will be recognized by most people as a sport.
Playing video games for a living is the dream of pretty much every adolescent male at one point or another. Believe it or not, there are gamers who are doing exactly that, and they're making some serious money. Talha, how much money do you think someone is making playing video games for a living?
Video games for a living? Maybe $50,000 a year? I'm not sure.
Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Over 60 gamers have earned over $100,000 in prize money, and that's just the bare bones. To top it off, that's not even counting the sponsorship deals and income that many of these players receive from their streaming practices on services such as Twitch. So, if $100,000 is the bare bones, the minimum that one of these gamers is making, how much money is the top of the top, the LeBron James of esports making? Players such as Dmitry Lights of Heaven Kuprianovic is making over $250,000 playing Dota 2. This is a huge amount of money. And just imagine how much cash this kid is making at the age of 19. This kid is 19 years old and making over $250,000 a year. The top player that is making the most money in the esports industry is Jonathan Fatality Wendell. He's the first prominent professional gamer. He's made his name in the scene by playing games such as Call of Duty and Counter-Strike. His earnings a year start at $400,000. With these statistics backing the growth of esports, we can honestly say that being a pro gamer would be a nice career for future. So now when your parents are asking you to stop playing video games to do your homework, tell them you're actually practicing for your future career.